present here. We welcome you all on behalf of Selvam College of Technology Institutions, Innovation Councils for the Impact Lecture Series, Section 2, Lecture 3, sponsored by Ministry of Innovation, Cell and AICTE. It's my privilege to call upon HOD Mechanical, Dr. G. Selvraj, Sir, Second President, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good afternoon to one and all available in the online meeting. On behalf of Selvam College of Technology and Institution Innovation Council, we are going to organizing the Impact Lecture Series Session 2. Today's session title was Innovation and Technology Transfer. I'm in a very great pleasure to propose this welcome address of this Impact Lecture Series. First, I welcome our Honorable Chairman, Sir, of the great institution, Dr. P. Selvaraj, sir. Welcome you, sir. And I welcome our dynamic secretary, madam, Dr. Aict Nandini. Welcome you, ma'am. And I welcome our beloved principal, sir, Dr. A. Nadarajan, sir. Welcome you, sir. And I welcome our administrative manager, Mr. Karthik, sir. Welcome you, sir. And I welcome today's resource person, Dr. C.R.RENE Robin, Professor Dean Innovation, Sri Sairam Group of Institutions, Chennai. Welcome you, sir. And I welcome all the HODs and academic coordinators, faculty members, and students of Selvam College of Technology. I welcome you all for this Impact Lecture Series Session 2. Today's lecture was given in the title of Innovation and Technology Transfer. So all the students are advised to make use of the session. Don't interrupt the session during the presentation. Whatever the clarification you have, you can ask in the end of the session. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to invite our beloved principal, Dr. A. Nadarajan, sir, to give principal address.
Good afternoon to all present in the meeting. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. RENE Robin, sir, for the IIC Impact Lecture Series on Innovation and Technology. I thank Dr. RENE Robin, sir, for accepting invitation to be here to share his experience and knowledge with our students. It will be highly motivating and inspiring for our students to listen to you and interact with you, sir. I must thank our chairman, sir, and secretary, madam, for the encouragement and support to make such programs. I appreciate the efforts taken by HOD Mechanical, Dr. C. Selvaraj, AIC coordinator, Dr. Vinod, to conduct this lecture series. I request all the students to make use of this opportunity and get benefit out of this wonderful session. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to invite Dr. M. Vinod, second year Panavat, to introduce our resource person.
Good afternoon to one and all persons here. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our today's resource person, Dr. C.R.RENE Robin, sir, for this Impact Lecture Session 2, Lecture 4. He is currently working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Team Innovation at the Sairam Engineering College. He acts as a project head for a skill development project funded by GKY Government of India and the TNSRLM Government of Tamil Nadu, and nodal officer for the National Skill Qualification Framework as a team of EDC. His area of interest in anthropology, engineering, anthropological engineering, knowledge management, e-learning, thematic work, etc. He is a renowned supervisor of University to guide PhD and MS in the research area of computer science and engineering. He produced 11 PhD scholars and 7 research scholars are currently doing the PhD in the stream of computer science and engineering. He is a doctoral committee member of Anna University, Selvam University, World University, and Ideation University, Chennai. He is a lifetime member of ISTP and member of several operational bodies and is ACM recognized as an ambassador. He wrote 2 books and 1 got many awards and laws in IDF, CSI, etc. It's a great pleasure to invite you sir and introduce you sir. Can you take over?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very good afternoon to all. Respected Chairman, Secretary, Sir, Principal of the institution, Selvam College of Technology, Dr. Vinod, IIC Coordinator, Head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and other faculty members and my dear students. Once again, good afternoon to all. Hope my audio, video, and my screen are shared perfectly. Okay. So I'm here to share my knowledge on our experience on innovation and technology transfer. Like, I'm working as the professor and dean innovation for the Sairam group of institutions, promoting innovation among the students and faculty members, not only for Sairam Engineering College and Sairam Institute of Technology, but being an innovation ambassador trained by Institutions Innovation Council, Ministry of Education. I'm evangelizing this innovation all over the country. I've given almost 60 talks on various topics related to innovation, intellectual property rights, technology transfer, startups, entrepreneurship, and etc. Recently, the Smart India Hackathon 2020 has got over, both software edition and hardware edition. Yesterday, the hardware edition result has been announced. Government of India has taken a lot of initiatives with respect to innovation, promoting innovation, and depending on the higher education institutions like you, this is the need of the hour, and it is going to sustain for the next 15 to 20 years. Responsibilities are more. Expectation on higher education institution is more. So these are all the statements made by our Honorable Prime Minister during the Smart India Hackathon finals. Actual tinkering labs, innovation create, and other initiatives are propelling innovation in the country. We have a lot of avenues. Even this is one of the avenues created by your institution to know about innovation, to know about entrepreneurship, to know about what is technology and what is technology transfer. So in the global innovation index, India is marching towards with great pride because of the contribution of the students and faculty members, especially the innovations coming out from the higher education institutions. So it is propelling innovations. So these are all some of the avenues created by Government of India, Atal Tinkering Lab, iCreate, and so on. So now one more statement, another statement he said, I urge the youth to look at innovations that will benefit countries all over the world, not just India. Your innovation is not going to meet the local. It is going to be internationalization, and you are going to contribute for the demand of the globe. This is what the expectation of the innovation. When you and me innovate something, it is not alone going to meet the local, it is going to meet the global needs. And in another statement he made, he said, we are currently witnessing an infrastructure revolution, a space revolution, the talent revolution, and every sector in India is growing. Okay, revolution is happening. So when you look at the various schemes announced by Government of India in the name of Startup India, Digital India, Atmanirbhar, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So these are all the various schemes where there is a revolution is happening. What kind of revolution? It is a revolution of infrastructure revolution, space revolution, and talent revolution. Who is going to benefit the students? students. I have around 100 plus students right now in the virtual meeting. So we experienced a green revolution many years ago and become Atmanirbhar in the sector. So we are meeting our product. So instead of importing all the product outside, I have few slides, the current state of the art and how we have to move towards. And the future of India will depend on the innovation and work done by the youth. My dear students, we are not seeing you as a student. I always, whenever I meet students, I see them as innovators because a lot of capacities are there. And to bring out your innovative talents, Government of India has given a lot of platforms. I will explain few of the platforms available for students. And every institutions are encouraged to conduct programs with respect to innovation, startups, entrepreneurship, intellectual property right, to make not to be you as a job seeker, rather to job provider. And it is possible because India is a country where we have 140 crores people, and we are in great demand of even small things like starting from floor mat to all our household appliances. And your innovative mindset will take India to the top in the next 25 years. Next 25 years. So we have to work with a vision, and our visionaries leaders have laid the foundation to promote this innovation, and all the institutions are triggered to promote innovation. You could experience in latest accreditation for the statutory bodies like AICTE, UGC, NAC, NBA. They all started asking how many entrepreneurship you have produced, how many startups have set up at your institutions, how many student startups you have, how many faculty startup you have in your institutions. Gone all the days we are not concentrating much on innovation and startups and entrepreneurship. But today we are more focused on innovation. And Smart India Hackathon is an excellent example of public participation. Every student, the problem statements are available. Problem statements are available. You know how difficult to get a problem statement gone all the days. If you want to identify a problem itself is a difficult. So finding solution is another challenge. Albert Einstein said, if I get 1 hour to solve a problem, I will spend time on thinking about the problem 55 minutes, and the rest of the 5 minutes I will spend for solving the problem. My dear students, getting problem itself is a difficult problem. Formulating a problem is not so easy. But what is happening at Smart India Hackathon, the government will give various problem statement, the solution required at various department of government, and these are all open for everyone. Any student, any college can participate in Smart India Hackathon, and they have to find solution for this, and these solution will be used by our government. So this is what we are providing. We are providing solution for our own problem. What a pride! So it is in the hand of students. It is hand of higher education institutions. So I could say the Smart India Hackathon is an excellent initiative of Government of India to promote innovation, and be proud that you and me are part of this. So what is happening at Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu is moving towards the 1 trillion US dollar economy. So it has been started last year, and we are marching towards with signing with the MOUs, even the latest initiative of the government, a non-Mudalvan scheme announced by our Honorable Chief Minister. So promoting the skill development to make the increase the employability of the students with respect to fintech, with respect to meditech, with respect to so all other technology we are focused on, and our goal is to reach the 1 trillion US dollar economy. So these are all the initiatives. So let me tell what the great man Infosys founder Narayana Murthy is saying. India must solve its grand challenges before thinking in terms of global leadership. What a statement. I really admire this statement given by uh, Naranamurthy sir. India must solve its grand challenges. We have a lot of challenges in front of you before thinking in terms of, but education institutions are thinking of, of sending their students to abroad to make them as a global leader. Nothing wrong in that. But at the same time, education institutions must focus on thinking about solving our own grand challenges. What are all the grand challenges in front of us? We have air toxic. Every year our capital of our country, Delhi, is facing, for the past 50 years it is facing the pollution every winter season. Now this is a major challenge of the people, those who are living in the capital of our nation. And the serious water scarcity. The people, 80% of the people in India are living in village, and the facilities, the urban people may get all kind of facilities, sophisticated life we may live, but there is no guarantee that all the other people, those who are living in village, are getting the same facilities. Then agriculture productivity has to improve considerably, because we need to feed all the 140 crores citizens. This is a responsibility. If you are not focused on agriculture, if we are not bothered about the productivity of our agriculture, where will we go for our own food? And we can shift workers from agriculture to low-tech manufacturing and services. Okay, these are all the global leaders. They have uh, they are decorating all the top post. It's fine, but even some of you may have, some of you are dreaming to be like Sundar Pichai or the Satya Nadella. It's fine, but in the same time, some of the young aspirants have higher aspiration. Youngsters have high aspiration. They are not satisfied with the opportunities that our country offers. Really, really. Even if you go to the institutions, like the institutions are running with government subsidies, like the what I say, IITs and NITs and other government organizations. Those who are studying in those institutions are studying with subsidy rate for their education fees, for the hostel fees. But their aspiration is to go to abroad, to go to developed nations, and they are not satisfied with the opportunities provided by our country. But the percentage is very less. 10 to 15 percentage migrations are happening every year. And what is the expectation of the remaining people, those who are living in India? The remaining people are expecting, we want reasonable quality air, we want clean water, we want a reasonable quality health care, safety for women and children, and we want affordable housing. Okay. When I give this example, affordable housing, I do not know what is the strategy of status of Namakkal district, but in Chennai, it is very difficult. Even if you want to buy a house in a flat, it is too costly. We have to give at least 1 crore or 2 crore rupees. Living in a flat is very, very difficult, but we are used to that. No, if even if you buy a house, you cannot use it house as you wish, because the reason is the right hand side is not wall is not your wall, because somebody is also sharing that wall. A left hand side wall is not your wall, because another house is, it's shared between you and your left hand owner. And this side, that side, even if you can't do anything on the ceiling, because this ceiling is the floor of another house, you cannot do anything this floor, because this floor is ceiling of the house under your house. Okay, this is what the trend. But for this, we have to spend 1 crore rupees or 2 crore rupees. This is what the state of art. What we want is a reasonable. They want affordable housing, reasonable quality transportation. The logistic is playing vital role. Even our industrialization start with the cycle wheel. When the wheel was invented, industry 1.1, 1.0 has started. Transportation is a major driving factor of the development of human being. A reasonable quality schooling and college education for their children. People, we want education, because in education only will provide a future for our students. And they want hassle-free public governance, do not want any harassment from bribe-seeking petty officials. The next stage is to make our higher education system more useful to solving the grand challenges of a country and to make it attractive for foreigners as the developed countries have done today. Okay, what a developed country has developed done. We want same kind of things to attract our own students. I always admire the initiative of Government of India that stay in India, study in India. We have to attract our own students. If we fail to attract our own students, how we can attract foreign students to come and study here? So these are all minute things you have to think about it with respect to the our economy and so on. So this is what the expectation. And I have listed out few expectations, but list we have a lengthy list and several expectations. People are living in India, living with several expectations, and who is going to fulfill, who is going to contribute, who is going to develop the technologies for these expectations. So we are depending on the education institutions, and education institutions and students and faculty members must come forward to meet their expectation. Okay, so it is not too hard because we have our past experience. If we compare our past experience in our agriculture productivity, thanks to Professor Swaminathan, as Professor Swaminathan sir has did a fantastic work with respect to agriculture, and we have overcome polio, measles, TB, and several other diseases. So challenged, and we are developing softwares, and we are exporting it. The exchange is coming around $90 billion to $100 billion, and successfully recently the challenge the entire world faced is COVID-19. But in midst of all the calamities, all our failures, and all our loss, India has developed its own vaccine. We have supplied to many nations, and we have sent satellites to space. So these are all the achievements. Though we are developing nations, we are on par with developed nations, and these are all giving a lot of energy to the youngsters that we are moving in the right direction. And Atal Innovation Mission is the government of India's flagship initiative to create and promote a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship across the length and breadth of the country. So this Atal Innovation Mission objective is to develop new programs and policies for fostering innovation in different sectors of the economy, provide platforms and collaboration opportunity for different stakeholders, and create an umbrella structure to oversee the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem of the country. So we need to have a strong startup and innovation or entrepreneurship ecosystem to meet the need of our nation. Okay. So what the Atal Innovation Mission has did so far is we have lot of impacts. They have created lot of impacts through the Atal Tinkering Lab have been established. 10,000 Atal Tinkering Lab has been established at various schools, and 75 lakhs students actually engaged in Atal Tinkering Lab. And Atal Incubation Centers, AIC, we have 68 Atal Incubation Centers in the country. Through these 68 Atal Incubation Centers, there are 30,000 jobs have been created through the startups. And it supported 2,200 startups, and among them 625 startups are leading by women, and we have 5,100 mentors of change. They are the real ambassadors of promoting these schemes and innovations. And we have applied research and innovations for small enterprise challenges. We are around 50 plus. So we have Atal Community Innovation Center. The call for is on now. We have 19 Atal Community Innovation Centers, and today is the last date of applying for Atal Community Innovation Center. And call for Atal Incubation Center AIC. September 5th is the last education institution can go for the AIC or ACIC. And Atal New India Challenge, 25 New India Challenge has been conducted. 40 plus domestic and international partnerships have with respect to Atal Innovation Mission. Okay. The next initiative is the Aict Idea Lab. The objective of Aict Idea Lab is to bring 1 lakh students, technology-based student startups in the next 10 years. This was the major objective of these things. And Sairam Engineering College have applied and got the Aict Idea Lab. We are establishing Aict Idea Lab. Okay. So we are all talking about. I'm an engineering college professor. You are engineering college students and faculty members. We are talking about innovations, and you may think that why what is the necessity of it even? So this example about Vinisha Uma Shankar is a school student from Tiruvannamalai district. He invented or innovated. Her innovation is nothing but solar-enabled iron cart. Okay? Her proposal, his claim is every day burn when we burn coal, the emission of carbon dioxide, or the huge amount of carbon dioxide being emitted. So in order to control this, if you have a technology that is based on solar enabled iron cart, so we can reduce the emission of carbon dioxide. The emission of carbon dioxide, if you reduce emission of carbon dioxide, that will automatically save our earth. And what is required for innovation? No, my dear friends, we need to know 4 items with respect to innovation. Innovation, if you want to innovate something, what are the basic requirements? I want to tell you is the first thing is collaboration. Collaboration. See, human are always social animals. We cannot live. We cannot live independently. We have to depend on others. Okay, collaboration. Why this kind of collaboration? I am sitting in where I'm sitting. I am sitting in Chennai, and you are sitting at Namakkal, different places, and you have all joined through the
Sir, your voice is not audible.
pardon?
No, sir.
Voice is not clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now clear.
Okay, okay. Earlier it was not clear.
No, sir. No, sir. The last minute only.
Okay, okay, sir. So collaboration. So this kind of collaboration, Dr. Vinod called me and asked me to share my knowledge on innovation and technology transfer. But I accept it. It's kind of collaboration is happening. I am complimenting to Selvam College of Technology, and some other day I may get some kind of assistance from Selvam College of Technology. So a kind of collaboration is happening. So the first requirement for innovation is collaboration. You have to collaborate among yourselves. Normally the problem with the engineering college is we will not disclose any of our ideas to others. Okay. So the departments will not come for collaboration. So CS department will not come to collaborate with IT department. The electrical department will not collaborate with mechanical department. The basic innovation, the thing is the hardcore technology is electric vehicle. But when you will get a successful electric vehicle, if both the Department of Electrical Engineering and Department of Mechanical Engineering comes together, but that will not occur in education institutions. People are not ready for collaboration. People are not ready for collaboration. And that is what our mindset. We have to break our mindset and make our students to think for multidisciplinary projects. And you have to identify potential students having the same frequency, and you have to establish a platform for them. Allow also the faculty members to having the similar wavelength and mindset and frequency, and you have to make them to work collaboratively. So the collaboration is very important, and ideation is nothing but ideation is nothing but generating idea. Okay. And implementation, once the idea is implemented, you have to convert it into prototype, and we have to protect your ideas or your prototype or your product, what I say, uh, uh, for implementing with the help of intellectual property, right? And once it is, then you have to convert your knowledge into wealth. That is nothing but value creation. Innovation is nothing but you have to convert it into money. Okay, so collaboration, what can we do together? What will I learn together? What should we do together? What will we do together? Okay, I'm not so there is a common collaboration will happen that one day before the examination students will come for group study. I'm not talking about that kind of collaboration. And collaboration required for any kind of idea, bringing ideas. and converting your ideas into prototype and a product, and you can protect your ideas, product or prototype as in the intellectual property right, through intellectual property right, and you can set up your startup. That journey will make you an entrepreneur in the future. And when I say ideation, next step is ideation. Okay, when I say ideation, the first step thing will come to our mind is bulb. Okay, so Thomas Alva Edison invented electric bulb. Similarly, you have ideas. Okay, each one of you in this virtual meeting have your own ideas. Sometimes your idea may be bright ideas. Some of your ideas are green ideas. Some of your ideas are business ideas, and some of your ideas are broken ideas, and sometimes your ideas may be very small, sometimes your ideas may be very big ideas, sometimes your ideas are combinations of several ideas, sometimes you may come up with any idea, no idea. So whatever it may be, an idea is a thought or a concept which proposes a course of action to achieve a desired goal. Do you have an idea? Do you have an idea to achieve a desired goal? Okay. So next is value creation. One, then we have to, if you have an ideation, then we have to implement it. And value creation is nothing but how your ideas, your product will get value, through your startups, entrepreneurship, and intellectual property right. Gone all the days there were. So when I say innovation, I could say that even nowadays the intellectual property right and the startups are the major pillars of higher education institutions. Okay. Before knowing about what is innovation, you must know what is discovery and invention. And what is discovery and invention? Best example for discovery is Columbus discovered America, Vasco da Gama discovered India. The hardship they have taken in their life to discover something is very tedious process. I still remember my journey from Port Blair to Havelock when I was in Andaman for a family trip. It was around 1 hour 30 minutes ship drive, and onward journey was very smooth, and return journey, journey is totally against the waves. Okay. I was, literally almost all the passengers traveled with us fainted because of the headache and the uncomfortable feeling. So that time I felt that how difficult the travel in sea, especially in ship. Discovery is not a so easy job. Columbus discovered America, Vasco da Gama. They lived in the age where there was no prediction about the rain. There is no prediction about. They do not know how much amount of food they require, and they do not know how many days it take to reach their destiny. Without any clue, they started their journey and succeeded. No, we are all celebrating one Columbus. My dear friends, how many Columbus would have died in the same mission of discovering America, but that are not written in the history. Since he succeeded, it has written in the history, and we are all celebrating him. Okay, discovery is not a easy job. Discovery is a tedious process, I want to tell you. Second thing is invention. The greatest invention I always mention is electric bulb. Who invented the electric bulb? Thomas Alva Edison invented the electric bulb. You know how many days he would have sacrificed in the laboratory? He has sacrificed his life, he sacrificed his family life, he would have sacrificed his food, he would have sacrificed many of the family functions, occasions, friendships, and finally, at last, he invented the electric bulb. Again, I want to tell you is invention is also a tedious job. What is the difference between invention and innovations? So when I come to innovation, I want to ask this question that are we using the same electric bulb which is being used by or invented by Thomas Alva Edison? Definitely no. We are using the LED bulb. It's an innovation. Okay, need not for the LED bulb need not do something from the scratch. Already the circuits are there. Already the designs are there. You have to make something. So innovation is nothing but making something on top of the existing thing. Even if you want to do something innovation over my pen, you can do, you can think of it, and you can, if you want to make some changes on this mobile phone design, say every version. Now I'm this one is the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and next iPhone 14 is coming out. And yesterday's announcement of our honorable Prime Minister saying that India is going to manufacture under Make in India, and we are going to manufacture the iPhone 14 and going to supply. So most of the companies are targeting India, moving from China for their political things. And India is a very good place for the investors, and they are all coming towards India. We have bright future and scope for the innovation. So innovation, when compared to discovery, invention, innovation is the easiest one. And the call for all the students is, you are not called. We are not asking you to discover something, because we know you are very tender. You cannot discover something. We are not asking you to invent something, because we don't want to use or lose your family, your food, the sacrifice, and everything. And the call for today's generation is, especially people like you, is the 2,000 kids, is the innovation. We are, you are invited to innovate something. We want to see you as an innovator, not the mere student. Okay. I want to tell you the definition for innovation. Okay. When you can claim that your idea is an innovative ideas. Okay. Invention multiplied by commercialization. So invention is nothing but new ideas, new things, and when you make money out of it, that is commercialization. It is not adding, it is multiplied. The power of multiplication when compared with addition. So if there is no conversion of knowledge into wealth, you cannot claim it as an innovation. If you want to claim your idea as an innovative idea, then you need to identify the market potential. You need to identify your potential customers, and you need to have a business plan for it, and you have to launch it to the market, make more people to use your product, and you have to become a businessman, and you need to generate money out of it. That is, in that case only, your innovative ideas will be called as innovation. Okay. The next two terminologies are startups and entrepreneurship. These two words are common earlier. The common name for startups and entrepreneurships is nothing but business unit. We will normally call business unit 10 to 15 years back, but recently we started about talking about on startups and entrepreneurship. During the initial period, say for example 0 to 3 years or maximum 5 years, every people, suppose a student wants to do set up a startup, and he will struggle for the workspace, he will struggle for the seed fund, initial fund for filing, and kickstart his business. So these days are called startups, and once you get seed fund and workspace and incubated by somebody, and then you will, over a period of time, it will become an enterprise, and you will become an entrepreneur. And the intellectual property right is very, very important, because intellectual property right is the one is going to protect your idea. Otherwise, we are all living in a competitive world. Somebody, chances are there to copy your same idea, and with their own strategy, they will make money more than you. So in order to protect your idea, you need to go for intellectual property right. There are several intellectual property rights called patent, copyright, trademark, geographical indications. I have a YouTube channel where I have given a lot of talks. Around 80 talks are there with respect to different domains. I will share my YouTube channel, and I request you to subscribe my YouTube channel and watch all the videos. Will be very useful. I have devoted several videos on intellectual property right, how to file patent, how to search patent, the importance of patent, where I have given clear videos on intellectual property right. Okay. And the next initiative of Government of India is Aict 2.0. Excuse me. Aict 2.0 is a platform where you can submit your ideas, especially for students will get more benefit. Sometimes you may have idea, but you may have idea, but you don't find expertise in your college or nearby colleges. But this platform, how it is helping the students, the idea submitted by the students will be reviewed, and the proper mentors will be identified and will be allotted to you. They will come with you and they will have virtual discussion to make your convert your ideas into products. Okay, and they will help till we make it as a commercialized product. ICTI 2.0, I hope you are all aware of it already. Dr. Selvam would have initiated this at the campus. Am I right, Dr. Selvam?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now IIC is integrated with ICTI 2.0. They are looking on how many submissions made by every institutions. Okay. So registration can be done as individual. Individual may be a student or a faculty or a non-teaching faculty member. And you can get login credential for your institution. And suppose if you have any student, faculty or non-teaching staff startup, you can register or get a login under that category. Or if you have any incubation center at your institutions, you can get. So these are all four various avenues where you can get the login credential. And this is what the visualization at the ICTI 2.0 portal. These are all various sectors where projects have been submitted, ideas have been submitted. And another visualization is state-wise visualization. How many ideas have been submitted by state-wise? Tamil Nadu is leading with 6,425 ideas. Maharashtra is in the second place with 2,749 ideas. This is how they are promoting, encouraging students to submit their ideas and helping them to convert their ideas into product. Okay, it is my assumption tomorrow there will be a visualization on institutions wise distribution, how institutions wise distribution, how the institutions are submitting. So I encourage Selvam College of Technology to submit more ideas. You can conduct an internal hackathon at your institutions, and best ideas can be submitted. Finally, projects can be ideas can be submitted as your ideas. Okay, if it is very worth, and if students those who are looking for external mentors, you will get external mentors through this ICTI 2.0. Okay, so fantastic initiative has been taken by Tamil Nadu, government of Tamil Nadu through Startup Tamil Nadu. You are all aware of the Tansim Tamil Nadu Startup Innovation Mission, headed by Mr. Sivaraj Ramanathan sir. And the latest announcement, this is closing by tomorrow, 31st 8. They would ready to provide a seed fund for the ideas of startups.
Sir, why is it not
Now,
now?
okay. So 10 lakhs, up to 10 lakhs, they are, pardon? They are willing to provide up to 10 lakhs fund. Am I right?
Why it's not audible, sir?
Not audible. What about?
No, sir.
Can you able to hear me?
One time you unplug your headset.
Now?
No, sir.
I'm not audible? Check.
You're audible, but some crashing noise is coming.
Oh, I do not know. Check it now. Government of Tamil Nadu initiatives.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not that much. Government of Tamil Nadu, TANSEED 4.0. Please check.
Now it will be, sir.
Okay.
Listen.
So these are all various schemes, and I know the fresh paper is one of the innovative product by Kavita Sukla. Kavita Sukla is Indian origin and settled in United States, and her grandma taught her the spices, how spices are useful for protecting the vegetables and other things. And her PG project is when she was doing her PG project, she submitted a project idea to protect the vegetables and vegetable and fruits. How we can protect with the help of the fresh paper. Okay, fresh paper is made up of organic materials, like spices, even villages people used to cinnamon to protect sugar. So this kind of things, technology is not technology, the naturally preserving the food and vegetables. And the latest one of the competition by government of India is how to protect the onions, because it is observed that normally 25 to 30 percentage of the onions being wasted, and during the rainy season it goes up to 50 percentage. So they are looking for technology to preserve it. And another innovation is, now we are all used to umbrella, no? And this kind of umbrella, what will happen if you use the umbrella during the rainy season, and if you use it while driving, one who is sitting the back seat, the vehicle will go one side and the umbrella will go another side. Okay, but this innovation is talking about changing a small structure in the design, and it will withstand even 60 kilometer per hour wind. Okay, this is what a small major invention. And I could see the floor mat in innovation have been made on floor mats. The floor mat, how the Indian floor mat is there and imported floor mat is there, and innovations are possible on making on the floor mat too. And you are all engineering students, so the what is your where you are formulating a problem is the question mark. Formulating, where you are formulating a problem, are you formulating problem from the library, from a journal or a conference paper, or you are formulating a problem from the society? I want to tell you that if you originate, your problems are originated in a library and you end up in the library in the form of a paper. But instead, go to village, go to society, and go to industry, formulate your problem and try to do this problem. And your problems, your end solution will end up with industry, society. Where you have taken, it will end up. So keep it in mind when you do your final year project. Okay, this is what Albert Einstein said. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I did spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about the solution. A problem well stated is a problem half solved. That is what I support the Smart India Hackathon initiative. They have given the problem. Problems are well defined. Problem definitions are very clear, very clear. So keeping this mind in Sairam, we have designed and developed an innovation ecosystem called Sairam Innovation Ecosystem. So it consists of four different phases. We call it as competition-based model. This competition-based model, there are four competition for all the 4 years. First year, the name of the competition is Sairam SDG Ideathon. Second year, the competition name is Sairam SDG Solvathon. Third year, the competition is called Sairam SDG Innovathon. Final year, the competition is called Sairam SDG Inspirathon. For this, the competition evaluation will be held at the end of every year, and beginning of the summer year, we will launch the program. And it's an year-long program. Students have to prepare for this program through various activities. SDG is nothing but Sustainable Development Goals. We are promoting and supporting Sustainable Development Goals, and all our activities, starting from 1 hour seminar to 1 year projects, we will map with any one of the Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 Sustainable Development Goals recommended by United Nations for the prosperity of the peace and prosperity of the planet. There are 169 target also. Okay, first year we call Immersion Program. So making the students to realize the need. As I mentioned earlier, if you formulate a problem at paper, it will end up at library. So rather you can visit village, you can visit the industry and generate a problem, generating ideas and teaching them critical thinking, and we will segregate it goal based and domain based. And at the end of the year, the competition evaluation is based on how big their idea and how it is contributing to sustainable development goals. And with same idea, they will come to second year, where we have live in lab program, educating them design thinking and helping them to enhance their ideas, taking the feasibility study through various boot camps and technological training. We will provide lot of accelerator programs and business model development. So the moment you finalize your idea, you have to identify the potential customers and you have to write the business model canvas. So need to identify the potential customers, need to identify the marketplace, need to identify your revenue generation model, everything. It will really encourage. If you feel that it is nobody will use your product, then do not proceed it. Okay, so that kind of evaluation will be done at second year, purely based on how feasible your idea, how marketable your idea is. And the third year, so at the end of the second year, the idea will get its own shape, and the third year, a mini project, they will do mini project for the idea, same idea, and prototype development. They will develop the prototype and showcase the project outside the world through various competition, hackathon, ideathon, and so on. And training them business pitching. Business pitching is nothing but it's a kind of presentation, but the presentation time is around 5 minutes or 10 minutes, because investors won't spend more time to listen to you. They will spend very less time to, within this period, you have to tell about the technology, you have to tell about the market value, you have to tell about the potential and the value of your entire product and technology. Then you have to tell the technology readiness level. There are 9 technology readiness level. I will have dedicated slides for technology readiness level. So at the end of the third year, we will evaluate the project based on innovation, how innovative our ideas. And finally, this idea will the same for the project development. They will develop the project for the prototype which they have developed in the third year. And the competition is Inspirathon is nothing but how much they inspire through the paper publication, patent publication, and setting up of the startups. So students need not worry about project. Normally, engineering colleges, where they will think about their project, at the end of the 6th semester or the beginning of the 7th semester. But this model is giving the guarantee that they will think about their project from the first year, and no students will buy their projects from outside. It's a very effective model when we are successfully implementing it 2 years. And third, we are now in the third phase, and every year for the autonomous batches, we have incorporated this model, and it is developed. It is a competition-based model developed in line with the NEP 2020, and our main focus is to for the holistic development of the students, and we are promoting this. Or every student going to come for the Sairam institution has to set up a startup when they leave the campus. So it is not stopping their aspiration to do higher studies or their dream job. The reason is students can develop they can go to their, how would I say, dream job. And we have a Section 8 company, the Techno Incubator Foundation. All the technology will be incubated and will be safely transferred. Our next part is technology transfer. How will transfer the technology. So technology transfer will done if you have an incubation center at the campus to protect all the technologies. And it's all about our 4 years journey, and we have successfully completed 2 versions, Sairam SDG Ideathon 1.0 and 2.0. And this is one of the testimony given by the jury. Just have a look on it.
Okay, so let's take an example of IPL. Look at the companies that sponsored IPL in 2008, 9, and 10, and look what are the companies that are sponsoring now for the IPL. So Dream 11, most of these are startups, right? So the next 10 years, focus is going to be on startups. And for startups, the seed is sown right when you are in college. And in college, generally it begins with an innovation event or ideathon that is happening there. So I really appreciate Sairam Group of Institutions for taking the effort to bring out the ideas in students. And especially, it is not an easy feat to get around 600 ideas from students. So that itself calls for a big round of applause. And next, it is not only just to make the students present the idea. I also noticed that they are being told to take on the idea towards their second year, third year, fourth year, and then work it out as a project and then a viable model as well. So I think that also is definitely an appreciable thing from Sairam Group of Institutions. Thank you.
Yeah, this is what about the testimony from from one of the jury. We'll move to the next slide.
Okay, so let's take an example of IPL. Look at the companies that's.
So Sairam SDG Salvathon, the Salvathon for the second year students. We successfully conducted the Sairam SDG Salvathon 1.0. This time we have signed the MOU with IIT Madras Research Park for the LEAP program. Dr. Timothy Consul's program. He was the former founding director of IIT Mandi. We have signed the MOU with him, and we have released a souvenir where all the 700 ideas are recorded. And we have successfully inaugurated the Sairam SDG Innovathon for the third year students. We are collaborated with Urbesar Summit, the solid waste management or the waste segregation. This company has taken the waste segregation of Chennai city. We are about to sign a MOU with them to strengthen our innovation ecosystem. This time for the Smart India Hackathon, 6 teams under software have been shortlisted for the final round. 5 students have bagged first prize. So the great achievement for Sairam Engineering College. And yesterday's announcement, we got one more prize at the hardware level. So Sairam Engineering College itself bagged at 6 prizes worth of 6 lakhs. Sairam Institute of Technology won one first place in software edition. So Sairam Institution totally bagged 7 first prize in Smart India Hackathon. Okay, and finally here this Inspirathon. So we have few more initiatives like Sairam Innovation Clinic. Sairam Innovation Clinic. How patient will come to a doctor. Similarly, we'll encourage students to come to us with their ideas. Need not present anything formally. They will come up with their ideas, and we will provide them the solution. Help them to file the patent. So this we have filed several patents, and we have Sairam Technoculture. Sairam Technoculture is an initiative to promote technology, to provide technology solution for the farmers and agriculture. The happiest news is last week, 24th and 25th, I have attended Connect to Investors Conclave conducted by Mr. Ashok Shanmugam sir, where I have got an opportunity to share this innovation ecosystem. Also met several people. India is going in the right direction, and the happiest part is India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. So we have the third in the unicorn. A number of unicorns in US is 396, China is 271, India is 51, and next is UK and Germany. You think about our journey, and we are marching towards. And what is pitching in business? Pitching is nothing but you have some idea and you are presenting it and getting the investors. Okay, let me try a small pitch. How many of you are here? So many people are leaving. I have posted my YouTube channel in chat box. Okay, so I will give you 1 minute of time. Okay, 1 minute of time. What you can do is just go to my YouTube channel, and I encourage you to subscribe my channel. This is how I am pitching my channel. This is how I am pitching my channel. And this channel is having around 80 videos. All videos are the innovation videos, intellectual property right videos, then the startups entrepreneurship. I have some other vlogs also. So I encourage you to visit my YouTube channel, and there is a button subscribe. I encourage you to subscribe my channel. So whenever I come online, you will get notification, and you can watch my videos. Even this session, I'm streaming it my YouTube channel. So I have given 1 minute of time, and I hope that you would have. Yes.
Audio processor again. Audio processor.
Check now.
No, sir.
It is not working. Now? What about now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah?
No, sir. No, sir.
Varli audio varliya?
No, your audio not clear.
Nantarliye.
No, sir.
Check. Once again, please. இப்போ கேக்குதா சார்? Is it audible now? இப்போ audible இருக்கா சார்? Hello? Check it now, sir.
Yes, sir. Now fine.
Okay, okay, okay. What about others? Vinod sir is only responding. Can you, anyone of you, please unmute your mic and say, what about your audio? It's not audible, not clear. Yes or no?
Students response in chat box.
Yes or no? Can you able to hear me? If you could,
Sir, it is audible.
audible, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So how many of you have subscribed my channel? If you have subscribed, just say yes in the chat box. Yes. If you don't subscribe, you can say no. Thank you, Madilesh, Nalamuthu. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes. Any other response? Deepika, Akshada. Yes, sir. Gayatri. Thank you. What about others? What about others? Okay, pitching is nothing but if you have a business idea, you can present it to your investors or the customers to convince them. Okay, so what skill is required for pitching? Why I'm taking this business pitching? It is a kind of technology transfer. When you transfer your technology, you have to know how to convince your investors and your customers. Communication is very important. Research is important. Problem solving, public speaking, and creativity. Technology readiness level. Okay, when you transfer your technology, you must know which level your technology is. There are 9 technologies. Basic research tech is the first technology readiness level, and applied research is the second technology readiness level. Then critical function or proof of concept established is the third technology readiness level, and lab testing validation of alpha prototype components or process is the fourth technology readiness level. Laboratory testing of integrated semi-integrated system is technology readiness level 5. Prototype system verified is technology readiness level 6. Integrated pilot system demonstrated is technology readiness level 7. System incorporated in commercial design is technology readiness level level 8, and 9th level is the system is developed fully and ready for commercialization. Okay, in addition that, for the technology readiness level, you need to have the business model canvas. Okay, what are all the components of business model canvas? You need to identify the key. As I mentioned earlier, we cannot do anything on our own. We need to identify partners. Suppose your project is a big project, you have to identify the key partners and the key activities. What are the processes required to complete your product, and key resources from where you are getting your resources need to identify, and value propositions has to be identified, and customer relationship, then channels, how we are going to promote your business, various channels required, and customer segments, revenue statement, and cost structures. These are all various components highly required for business model canvas. Okay, so the any innovation can be protected and incubated, and you have to know one more concept is incubation, pre-incubation, and incubation. So incubation is nothing but need to as protect your hand to safeguard your technology. Otherwise, the technology will the developed may not be useful for others. Okay, how is to be incubated? A newborn baby, if it is born in a premature state, we will keep the baby in incubation. So the protective in a protective manner, Once the baby is ready to sustain in the society or normal year, then it will come out. So similarly, we have to protect, incubate our technology. So during this period, we can approach the angel investors and venture capitalists. They are there to promote your business, and they will adopt your business, and you can sell your business to other people, or get the partners, or get their investment on revenue based. When you get revenue, you will share your revenue or share your equity to your investors. So this is all the basic. So innovation, the next step is technology transfer. The technology transfer is help your ideas to make your ideas into wealth. It helps you to generate or money. The technology transfer will help you to generate money. Okay, so innovation, as I mentioned earlier, uh, without making money, you cannot climb as an innovation. So innovation, technology transfer are interconnected with each other. Okay, this is what my recommendation to all the forums. Setting up of a startup must be a criteria for the completion of any higher education degree. Normally, we are doing a project for completing a degree, but hereafter, it is my wish that the setting up of startup should be the criteria. My second recommendation is every higher education institutions need to set up a technology business incubator inside the campus to attract potential engineers. So all the projects, the bright projects developed by the students need to be incubated at the technology business incubator, and every higher education institution must have a technology business incubator. So my dear students, focus your research on the following areas, because sustainable development goal is giving lot of avenues for the students to formulate their problems. Okay, so if you have any problem to avoid plastics, no poverty, zero hunger, physical health, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, promoting innovation at schools and colleges, reduced inequalities, smart cities, reasonable consumption and production, climate change and global warming, quality life, ensuring universal human values, develop positive attitude, inculcate professional ethics. So come out with your ideas, which is helping this. Then I just want to tell you that we already seen various types of ideas. The ideas are, some of the ideas are bright ideas, some of the ideas are new ideas. The Uber is the world's largest taxi company. 1 minute. Can you wait for 10 minutes? Oh. Uber, the world's largest taxi company, owns no vehicle. Facebook, the world's largest, most popular media owner, creates no content. Who is creating content for Facebook? You and me are creating content for Facebook, but Facebook is not creating any content. Now, why we are all we want self motivation. We want to showcase to the outside world. The social medias are helping us to promote ourselves. Okay, so they are not developing. Facebook is not developing any content, but we are all creating our own content. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer, has no inventory. Airbnb is the world's largest accommodation provider, owns no real estate. These are all unicorns. Startups become great entrepreneurs, and it's all came out from small ideas, bright ideas. you know Even the students, those who are listening this, will come up some bright ideas. The institutions must provide them the facility to convert their ideas into a business model. I'm very happy to say that I'm goodwill ambassador of Negli Masala Tamil Nadu, promoting the one-time music, providing awareness to schools and college students not to use one-time usage plastics. As I mentioned, I have YouTube channel where you have lot of videos. I encourage you to watch the videos, like it, comment it, and subscribe my channel, and share the videos to your friends. This is my contact details, and you can contact me for any professional assistance. If you have any doubt, now I leave it to you. You can ask me any doubt. I am ready to answer your questions. Over to the organizers.
Students, so first of all, thanks for your detailed history regarding the student project and the area of the project. I think it's very much useful for students. If you have any doubts, kindly put it in the chat box or otherwise use your mic. Students, the doubts on the mic value is in the chat box. Responses are regarding startup project and project area of
Any doubt? Don't you have any doubt with respect to project or how to set up a startup? Yes. Any doubt? Even I am streaming today's session in my YouTube channel. You can note down it. This is the link where you can see today's session. Any faculty members, if you have any doubt? Yes, Deepthi Akshata raised her hand. If you have any doubt, please unmute your mic and Gokul Gopinath, no doubt, sir. Okay. Hope it is fully understood.
okay, sir. Gayatri or in the line.
Yes, sir.
So, Venkat, sir. Sir, we end up the session now, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now I invite our IIT student member, Mr. A. Gayatri, engaged with me to deliver the vote of
Very good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this great occasion. First and foremost, my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Chairman Sir and our Dynamic Secretary Madam, who is always supporting us. Thank you, Madam. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our today's resource person, Dr.C.R.RENE Robin, Professor Dean, Sairam Group of Institutions, Chennai. Thank you, sir. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our beloved principal, sir, who is always leading and supporting us. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere gratitude to our administrative manager for kind support. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to second member HODs of various department, faculty members of various department for their continuous encouragement and support for us. Thank you, sir. Also, I extend my thanks to second Ministry of Innovations and AICTE. Last but not least, my sincere and lovable thanks to my dear friends and everyone who has contributed to the success of the event. Once again, thank you for all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.